Hello, everyone, and welcome to the House of Royale. This is episode 93. We are so close to hitting 100 episodes, which is like such an honor to have such a powerful woman here to celebrate 93. 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm 93 years old.
She's 93.
Here come the grannies.
We're here to sell anti-aging serums. I'm so excited because today is release day for MORTEZ. We have a brand new song out. It's called River Runnin'. And it's all about coming back home, whatever home means to you. And for me, it means a lot of shadow work, a lot of inner reflection, a lot of letting go of the past, renewal, newbeginnings.com. This is Brett's home. His family is here, but I'm brand new to Reno. So it's been such a refreshing reset for my whole nervous system. Leaving LA is a blessing. Los Angeles is high octane. It can really just drain your brain and drain your body.
Your life force in general?
Your life force. That is what I'm looking for, yes. River Runnin' is out. We're gonna be just blasting it everywhere, like press, radio, all the stuff. And shout out to Melissa, Brett's mom, who was like Momager of the Year. We love you. Next up, join the Patreon, patreon.com/House of Royale, because as in the arts, in the performing arts, we all need supportive people who love us, that help us grow and maintain what we're doing. Paying dancers and paying singers. It's a hard knock life and it's a rough road, and we are both here to make the industry better and to get artists paid. And you know what? The patrons that have been with us since 2022, mwah, thank you. You're the reason why the podcast is still running. Join. And also, if you want to promote your company or brand, tell us. We will cross promote with you and spread the word about whatever you want to promote or push, all of that fun stuff. Last but not least, merch.
It's fabulous.
Thank you. Merch. We're a band, so we're trying to practice the rituals of what a band is supposed to do, which is merch. And so we have shirts and we have sweatshirts and hoodies and like hats. Go on there. The link is right here. And if you want a custom stoned shirt for all the dancers of Reno, I know some of you guys still love rhinestones. Don't lie to me. DM me and I will do a custom shirt or hoodie or hat for you. That's all. I'm going to see you guys in a second to introduce our gorgeous guest. Bye.
You spelled it right, so that's the first thing out the door.
With me, it's Rochelle, and everyone says Rachel.
I would have thought Rachel had I not heard it.
Sometimes I'll be like, I'm your host, Rochelle. It's not Rachel. Today, we have one of the most powerful women in Reno, Nevada, in the United States.
Girl.
Powerhouse, yes. Because, no, seriously, being in the music industry, I love to compile a list of professional women who are in charge of running a company or a music management team or whatever. And it's like very far and few between. Freshly coming from LA, I'm here to tell you that you are one of the powerhouse women that is changing the fabric of the narrative for women.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting an intro like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
not done. Okay. So she's a professionally trained dancer, of course. She's also an educator, a teacher, a choreographer. But she is the creator and founder of BLV Productions. Please, everybody, give it up for the beautiful and amazing Britney Irwin.
Thank you.
Hi, Kit. Okay, so Britney.
Yeah.
You're here, first of all. Big moment, everybody. I look at your...
I'm a private person, so let's just get that on the table, that this is nerve-wracking. I don't come from the era of social media and talking about myself, so...
But you know what, children? Good lesson that Britney just served to all of you is like, try to find solace in your privacy, truly.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's monumental. It's so huge.
Yeah. So I think everybody needs a reminder, like it's okay to put your phone under a blanket or a pillow and walk away. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I tell Brett, don't let me look at my phone because it truly is draining. Okay, so it's a big deal she's here. I look at your Instagram and there's like heavy machinery, like lifting props. The biggest venues in Reno, the biggest props. Like just every production is so, it's like a Gaga world tour all the time. Kinda.
Well, I mean, there's so many behind the scenes people that are helping with things, and we're working with venues that are huge and they're able to help with stuff. But that one that you speak of, that I believe that might have been their first time doing or having aerialists in the venue itself. So that was a big mountain to climb in terms of just like getting the professional riggers, making sure you have cherry pickers, making sure you have risers and span sets and all of the behind the scenes technical equipment that goes into rigging an aerialist. I think a lot of people think like, oh, just have her come and spin from this, it's going to be pretty. And you're like, what is it weighted for? Is it safe? Is it capable of having humans on it versus just machinery? So that stuff, I'll be honest, is out of my wheelhouse, but I humbly bow to the people that are certified and licensed to basically take my talents life into their hands. Really.
Right. I want to get into the intricacies of that with like contractual stuff too, just so that you guys can learn about this. But I want to start from the beginning. I would like to know, how did dance come into your life?
Oh gosh. It's been my life, my entire life. I don't know if I asked for classes or if it's something that my parents just put me into, but it's all I wanted to do.
Wow.
All the time. I think I started competing maybe 4th grade. And even then it was me push, wanting to do more. And it stuck with me throughout my entire life. It was definitely therapy at times, definitely burnt out at times.
And where?
I grew up, so my parents, I was born in LA.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Northridge, California.
Oh.
And my dad had his company there. He was super stressed out and dealing with a lot of panic attacks. We didn't know what they were at the time. But the doctor basically said, like, if you want to live to see your children graduate or get married, you got to leave. And my aunt and uncle had moved here, so 7 days later, they put our house on the market, and here we came.
Wow.
Which was a complete blessing for me because I was primarily raised here. I did go back to LA after high school and decided really, really quickly that it wasn't for me. But yeah, I mean, dancing was my life all the time.
So wait, how old were you when you came here?
9?
A baby.
Baby.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay, so you started dance in LA and then you continued dance here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't competing in LA at all. Like, that didn't come until I was here. Yeah.
Okay, so here, what studio? Can we do a shout out?
It's not open anymore.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know, I think the first studio I started at was the Conservatory of Movement. But then I transferred over to a dance studio called The Dance Spot.
Okay.
And she had studios here in Reno and Fullerton, I believe. And then she went her own ways. And then in high school, I was at Dance Unlimited.
Cool. And was ballet...
Which is still open. That one's still open.
Okay, shout out to Dance
Yes.
Unlimited. I have not been there yet, but I can't wait to go take a class.
Or teach a class.
So was ballet a big part of your training?
Oh, gosh, no. No.
No?
It was, but not by choice. I had to do it. Saturday morning ballets. Ugh. The worst ever.
However, dancers, if you want to be a great dancer, you have to take ballet. Period.
I literally, again, dating myself, but my teacher, it's Saturday morning. Our class was at 8 a.m., so no kid wants to do this.
Ooh, yeah, that's early.
And I had Friday night classes as well.
Okay.
So I remember, like, 9 times out of 10, I would be going to ballet with wet tights because I had hand washed them the night before, and for whatever reason, I'm like, don't dry my tights, Mom. So they'd be wet. But I remember my teacher, like, we would be at the bar and she would have us an attitude and would come put cassette tapes, like, right on the inside of our ankles and turn the music down. And if they dropped, she'd be like, 30 more minutes of bar. Nobody's getting on the floor today. And we're just like,
Icon. Yes.
it was just like, I would see her coming with that cassette tape. I'm like, please don't put it on my foot. Please don't put it on my. And then she would talk to you only in the ballet terms. So you'd have to demonstrate like, grand pilier, into tendu, fondue. What does frappe mean? And you're like, oh my gosh. Please. So, yeah, I mean, for me, ballet was a necessary evil. I never enjoyed it. I, like, hormonally or whatever, I developed really early at an early age. So I was always the girl that was like, oh my gosh, I already have boobs, I already have hips. And in ballet, that doesn't really work.
I had no boobs. I wanted boobs. I was so sad.
You could have had them.
Oh my
at
God.
any time.
Man. And my mom and grandma were the worst. They're like, don't worry, we'll buy you some. Like, just...
I mean, to each their own. You can. That is the truth. You can buy them.
But you know what? It's so weird. I was the opposite. I became obsessed with ballet. Even though it has a reputation for being boring and annoying, it's like I just was like so obsessed with it. And it's so crazy because I went to Janet's show, Keeley choreographed.
Okay.
The producers or whatever.
Yes.
And Janet's like, I need to introduce you to somebody. And she walks me up to this lady, Ananda. And Ananda's like, dance attack? And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I used to teach at your mom's studio. I'm like, what?
Did
and
you take from her?
She said she taught me, her and her mom. And I still have no recollection because we had like so many teachers, so many students. And
did she say how old you were?
she thinks that I was like 14, but I think I must have been like 11. Because Daniel Simmons took over our ballet program, and I looked way older than I was.
Okay.
And so I went to go take class from her the other night.
You did?
It was my first class
Yay!
in a very long time. And it was all 13-year-old girls in pink tights and black leotard. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for it. I don't give a shit. The girls were so sweet, too.
Good. Were you sore?
Yes, I was, of course, but it wasn't that bad. And it made me realize it's not going to be that bad. Like I can do it.
But no, I really do feel like in general, we are really striving to be a kind, inclusive, welcoming community. Also while recognizing that there's responsibilities and work ethic to uphold. But I do think in general, it's not that judgy, cutthroat, what are you doing here, territorial type of vibe.
Not at all. And to speak on that, Sarah Eastman hit me up to collaborate, and Ananda hit me up to collaborate. And I'm like, please, like obviously Eric, like he's alumni from my mom's studio.
You need to come to his UJam.
I know.
It's so
I want to
much
take
fun.
Brett and Melissa with me.
Oh.
Brett and his mom.
Yes. My mom takes it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Because hip hop is scarier for me, but yeah, I'm going to go.
Okay, but it's like people from the gym.
I know.
So it's so much fun. And a lot, like on Thursday, I'm sure he told you, he turns out the lights and it's like,
okay, we're going. I swear to God. So continue on.
Okay,
so yeah.
I went through the rigmarole of growing up on competition teams, dancing, competing, blah, blah, blah. Burnt out. However, Dance Unlimited, I grew up in the era where there was always a casino show running. Always. And so that was just kind of a natural next step or an option. So Gina, the studio owner, she was really awesome, and she would encourage us, like starting, say, maybe 16 years old, knowing obviously we weren't going to get the job, but go audition, see what it feels like, work on your resume, learn how to, get your headshots done, wear the appropriate things for auditions. So I was introduced to that at a pretty early age. And then the flip side of that was, or go to LA, go to Edge, spend a year there, learn how the LA world works. A couple of people were interested in doing like cruise ships, East Coast type of stuff. But my studio was basically, are you going to dance in a show here, or are you going to go to LA? I wanted to go to LA, but my dad was just like, the hell you are. We pulled you out of LA, and if you want any kind of financial assistance from me, you're going to college. So I went to college for about a year and a half. I did go to an audition here in Reno while I was in college, got the job, but it was an adult review. So dad was just like, I always have to like buffer that. Like, that's totally normal here. Like, we grew up in the bright lights casino. We had adult reviews. That was normal.
Right.
But again, dad was just like, no, I was 18 and way too young. So I went to college, and I was working out at the gym, and there was this girl that would always take this like cardio funk class that I would take. And I just thought like, oh my gosh, she's so good. She's so pretty. She's so like, I just thought she was just like it on a stick. So I remember, I think I asked her, I was just like, how did you get into the business? Because I knew that she was dancing in shows. And she was kind enough and wrote me a long list of producers. And she's just like, here, send your name or your resume into these people. And I did. I used a head shop from high school, and I sent my resume into them. I don't know how long after, but I ended up getting a call. And it was a producer in Las Vegas they were looking for dancers to travel to Saipan. It was a teeny tiny island in between Guam and the Philippines.
Wow.
And I remember dropping to my knees because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is it. It's happening. It's happening. But it was shortly after 9/11. So
God.
My parents were just like, you're going where? With who? What are you going to do? Financially, my parents were in a bad way at that time. So this contract was offering, medical, dental.
Wow.
It was a good contract. And then the choreographer, his sister, I believe, was from Reno. So there was a lot of people that were able to help us connect the dots and kind of realize like, okay, this is a legit contract. She's not getting sent off to like some trafficking thing or something like that. So that was my first contract.
Wow.
I went and I was in a magic show in Saipan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 things for all of the dancers. Well, actually, and the musicians. Don't be a gatekeeper. Like this girl that helped you, it's so beautiful to see artists helping other artists. Like,
Absolutely.
you can give people all of the information in the world, and it's up to them what they do with it.
Yeah.
There's so many, especially musicians, are so close to the chest with information. And even like, there's like 2 big booking agents out here for bands.
Okay.
One of them is very sweet.
Okay.
And the other one is very like, I don't have time for you. And it's just interesting to see behavior and who's professional and who's not. And it's kind of like, if you're at the top of your game, people usually at the top don't have a problem helping
Yeah.
or being like, here's what you should do.
Yeah.
So big lesson there. Oh my God, my mom, one of her first big time gigs in LA was David Copperfield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did his show for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was Anthony Reid. I'm sure a lot of people aren't familiar with him, but same thing. You're working with tigers and they're peeing on you. And I was
What?
Yes. That's part of the NDA that I can't disclose, but I will say the tiger did pee on me nightly.
Oh my God.
And I also had to let the trainer know when I was on my period so that we could swap out the male tiger for the female tiger. I know, behind the scenes tricks of the trade.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Yeah. Even though it was on a teeny, teeny, tiny island, I had a phenomenal cast. I mean, the cast was literally comprised of dancers from Las Vegas and LA. I was the only one that wasn't from Vegas or LA. And the girls that were from Vegas were like, they had been dancing in the Folies Bergère when they were like 15, 16 years old. So I'm 21 going into this. They're in their early 20s, but experience-wise, they were so much older and just had so much knowledge and kindness to give. Same with the choreographer. Shout out to Chris Childers. He was amazing. Like, this guy literally was a lead in Mystere at the time.
Wow.
Had come off of tour with Madonna. He had toured with her for years, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson. Like, he could name drop right and left, and he was the kindest soul ever.
His name sounds so familiar.
he's mainly in Vegas. And Small World, the house that we bought happens to be, we're right next door to his brother-in-law, which is just like very weird.
In Reno?
In Reno.
Oh, crazy.
I know. We were talking one day doing yard work, and he's like, yeah, my brother-in-law used to dance and blah, blah, blah. And come to find out, I'm like, oh my goodness, he was the first choreographer I ever worked for.
Aww.
Actually, rewind, because my first professional job, I was a Berenstain Bear for Paramount Pictures.
Oh my God.
I was in high school. I was Sister Bear.
Yes.
So that was my first paid professional job, but then Saipan. But yeah, no, I just feel like I was super blessed because the cast, like technique wise, was incredibly strong.
Wow.
I think like I go back and I'm like, gosh, what was it like? I mean, because it was literally a cold call of like, hey, can you take this job? And I don't know if it was like, you know, thumbing through headshots and they're like, this girl will do, or somebody dropped out. I don't know how I was blessed with getting slid in with this cast, because had I gone to the audition, I don't think I would have gotten it, but they pushed me in a kind way and inspired me to like step up my dancing and my technique. We had a girl from, I believe she grew up in South Africa, and she was like Miss World Dancer and went on to do Fashionistas in Vegas. And
oh my God.
it was just a really, really stellar cast. And yeah, the whole thing was like umbrellaed by this amazing choreographer that was so kind to us. And
wow.
so that was my first taste of the industry and what I was expecting. I came back in town, and again, I got really lucky. I came back in town when the casinos were doing really well and they had a lot of money to spend, and they were excited to do that. So I would get gigs where they were like, oh, we're going to do a tour, a West Coast tour, where you literally go to different hotels and your job is to do a meet and greet dressed up as a showgirl, and then you're going to do like a glitz and glamour chorus line number. And this is just to drum in tourists and come into the area, like the Reno Tahoe area.
So fun.
So I did that, and I supplemented my income that way when I came home. And then shortly thereafter, I got a call from another big producer, and I got the job, and that was a family show and an adult show. And I did that for 5-6 years.
Wow.
A really long time. After that, we had another, it was like an impersonator show come in, and I was good friends with the choreographer, so I was kind of assisting her. And while I was doing that, the casino was interested in having like a late night cabaret type show. And they asked me if I wanted to do it. And I said, yeah. So I didn't know what I was getting into. I was just like, yeah, I can make up a show, no big deal. But then it was like, oh, but you need your liability insurance. You need your business license. You need all this X, Y, and Z, because the company had recently been acquired by Caesars. And Caesars, of course, is a huge corporation. So it was like everything top down had to be buttoned up. So it was a lot of like learning as I went, but also looking back, once I was in Reno and had those 5 or 6 years of being in shows, I feel like I was always a fly on the wall, taking everything in, you know, having the privilege of being able to be there for every tech rehearsal and see what goes in with the lighting, with the sound, with the staging. And I just feel like I just was a sponge and soaked it all up.
Yeah, but also you loved to learn, and you were meant to be a
For
leader.
that.
Yes.
For that, I love to learn. Yeah, school, not so much.
Question, because I think for a lot of women, we deal with weird, disturbing situations in showbiz. And despite the fact that you had such a great run and such a beautiful career, did you deal with any scary situations? And what advice would you give women when they are faced with maybe someone who's in charge that wants to date you, or like just anything? How do you navigate situations like that?
So yes, I had dealt with those things. I think as far as being approached in a dating, let's hook up type of way, I had the same boyfriend / fiance, now husband, throughout the whole time. So I feel like it was kind of, we know we're not going to get anywhere with Britney, but her friend's really hot type of thing. I didn't have to deal with that part as much. What I had to deal with was once I started getting spots and shows and contracts, it was, what did I do sexually? What favors did I do for people?
Wow.
To get that? And that was...
Oh, right. The rumors and
it
people
was
saying.
hard to stomach, for sure. Like, she only got this contract because she did such and such. And it was coming from other women. And that was a gut punch, big time. That was some therapy sessions for sure. Especially because everybody knew me. Like, my first contract came at a theater that I had been in performing for the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, the stagehands, everyone knew me. Everyone knew me on the casino property. Like, you know, we're talking slot guys and waitresses. So it was really, really hard for me to accept that somebody in that circle decided to say those things. That was painful.
Girls, we're supposed to be supporting each other. I mean, I used to ask, when I started the podcast, I would always ask women, why do you think women don't get along? And I don't think that we can point the finger at girls. I think it's like thousands of years old history of like deep rooted misogyny from our own insecurities, you know, like the way that women are pitted against each other, and then the way that we view our own self. And if you're not happy with yourself, it projects out onto others, especially other women. And it's like the girl on girl jealousy and weirdness. It's just so sad, because
it is,
when we come together, that is when we make history. And but you know, I've just learned that women that don't support, they're just still going through their own shadow work.
It is true, and it's sad, but it's taken me a while to realize, like, then they're just not my people. I don't vibe with them. That's partially, you know, where the name of the company comes from. Is it's short for Believe, and I really did, when I founded it, I really and truly believed, like, I can make things better. I can advocate for dancers a little bit more, make our voice a little bit more heard, more valued. And I remember my first show that I did, I took a full day of rehearsal of literally like team building with the dancers, because we're going to be in a dressing room and sharing a stage 6 days a week. We're going to have challenges and obstacles. And what can we do to help each other? What can we do to recognize, like, oh, Rochelle's having a hard day because she's doing this weird, quirky thing that we know, but we need to give her grace, and we need to be there for her. And we need to have each other's back, really.
Right.
Like, we are the show. We have been quieted for so long, you know, not appreciated on stage, not paid well on stage, because it was the whole "you're a dime a dozen" thing. So I think I really came from, I was drawing from my own experiences on working with other companies, of just kind of like having enough and being fed up with it, and just I wanted to come from a place of kindness and a softness. I felt like I could bring a softness to the industry, like as far as the community goes. And I just wanted to do it for my friends and let them know, like, we can all still love on each other and support each other and lift each other up and still win.
You guys, BLV Productions, honey. Like, you heard it here. Two things. First of all, have you seen the Cowboys cheerleaders documentary?
Yes. Yeah. Both seasons, right? 1 and 2?
Yeah. Did you saw the second season? Okay. Amen. Congratulations, ladies, for making a change and getting the dancers paid. It's unbelievable to me. The NFL is a $1 billion corporation.
Oh, yeah. What's even also unbelievable, and apologies if I'm, going to get some hate for this, but I also am like, it took them getting a show on Netflix for you guys to be like outed of like,
Period.
Oh crap. Now everybody knows. Like, get out of here. You guys are making billions of dollars and paying these girls peanuts.
Also, what's your opinion on all of the girls being like 105 pounds? Because like...
That's tough. I feel like I understand both sides. I do. And I can see where it can be a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
I worked plenty of contracts where I had to weigh in weekly. And we had one producer, literally, he had never met me. And in my contract, it was given like, there was a 5-pound range with my ideal weight, which was in the middle, circled, and then I could go 2 pounds above and 2 pounds below. And if you went 2 pounds above or below for longer than 2 weeks, then you would get a weight notice. I saw the devastation that did to people.
Yep.
I won't drink water, even though, not me personally, but I would see dancers not drink water doing 2 shows back to back, very, very heavy cardiovascular demanding shows, not to mention all the quick changes in between that are just as demanding. But they wouldn't be drinking water just to make weight that night. And then of course, a lot of other unhealthy habits came in. So that was actually another thing that I implemented. I wasn't able to do it on my very first residency contract because it was co-produced, but on my first sole just BLV contract, I said, no weigh-ins, we're not doing it. However, I think there is an accountability. People do need to fit the mold, so to speak. If a producer or a cheerleading team or something is saying, this is your costume and this is what we hope, I don't know. It's such a tough
I think being
line.
physically fit is important for health in general. So it's like there's a difference between healthy and unhealthy in any respect or regard. But I do have to say, and I will be probably mentally the same about my weight for the rest of my life, just how I was brought up. Like if I gained weight, my mom was like, okay, we need to check this. Like it was embedded into my brain so early. Oh yeah. But it was Sue. Like it didn't feel mean. It felt normal. You know what I mean? Like, but and she would also teach classes on nutrition and health and like, help the girls like when they didn't know what to do for certain things, like their period or whatever. So it wasn't like completely unhealthy, but it definitely was on the line of like, oh God, I can't.
It planted a seed.
Right. Like I can never be chubby or I will die. But we have girls in the music industry now, like Tate McRae, for example, who is representing like not the super skinny body. Like she's like muscular and fit and
she looks healthy.
And she's one of the biggest pop stars in the world. And it's like, you know what? Thank God that we have women who are like, no, I'm not gonna. Addison Rae too. She's like, I don't care. I will wear a 2-piece and let the jiggle. And so I think like it is changing, but I agree too. It's like, if I have like a small group competitive, like a teen small group, and they're like, I know they're gonna win. It's like, I want you guys eating healthy. I want you guys in shape.
Right.
Because the routine is hard and the people you're competing against are the best. So like, let's get it together. But there's always a line.
But I feel like that's something generationally now that we're able to bring to the younger kids, where we can come from a point of health and letting them know it's possible to do it a healthy way.
Right.
I don't think, I'm older than you. I don't think I was given that kind of help. It was just do it. I don't care how you do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
So that was tough.
Okay. So BLV. Okay. So like the transition from being a professional dancer, you're learning everything. And the way that BLV came about was because you had to, basically.
Yeah, I wouldn't say had to, but I definitely was saying yes to things and then figuring it out. It wasn't like there was this business plan. I mean, my ultimate dream at that point in time was I want a residency show in Sammy's showroom. Like that was my dream. I wanted to be able to have a long running show that was paid for, you know, by the casino or whoever it be. And it didn't go beyond that, if I'm being super honest and frank.
I love that. And I would encourage everyone to say yes and then figure it out, because the music industry is the same way. Like Brett's parents are like, we don't know anything. And I'm like, but you do. You just haven't been told what this really is.
Yeah.
You don't have to write music. You don't have to read music. You don't have to be a musician. It's a business.
Yeah.
How does a band sell tickets? How do you create a band or a brand? How do you build a brand? And it's the skill sets that people have already. They don't realize that they can utilize those skill sets to make something pop. And so, yeah, say yes and then figure it out, y'all.
Yeah. And also, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't try to pretend that you know everything.
Amen.
Like, get people in your circle that can help you. I had such good friends that were lighting directors and would give me tidbits and say, hey, I think it'd be really cool if we used this up lighting and this one's not as flattering. And I was so grateful, and just like, I think if you have to understand it's a collaboration and an investment from everybody. And it's not just solely, oh, this is my show and this is what I'm doing. Like we're all doing this together, and we all have something valuable to bring to the table. So I think just the appreciation and recognizing that those people are there to help and they want to help and they feel like they're a part of a team when they help. I think allowing all of that to take place helped the beautiful creation of BLV.
Yeah. Go back to the first show. What was it again?
I had little shows. I had an agent, again, from the cabaret show that I did. An agent came and watched the show, and he gave the his company card to the entertainment director, which at the time was like taboo. You're not supposed to do that because you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not fishing, but you're like taking talent from other places, or you're kind of like
poaching or
poaching.
whatever.
Thank you. And again, the entertainment director at the time was super chill and cool. And she's like, here, you're not supposed to have this, but I'm sliding you this card. And I called him, and he was like, I have this casino out in Carson City, and they're interested in doing a little cabaret show. Would you be interested? And I was like, sure, we work on Fridays and Saturdays. I was just like not even knowing what I was getting into at all. And he's like, great, why don't you put together a show for me and come into my office and we'll pitch the idea. I literally, it was so bad. Like I sketched out little like can dresses and tried to draw showgirls, and was looking at like old Jubilee sketches of, what is his name? He's a designer. He does
designer.
Pink and Share. And
Bob Mackey.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Bob Mackey, children.
Mackey. Oh my
Google
gosh.
it.
Whose necklaces I have now.
Oh,
but anyways,
honey.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting into. But again, I was met with such grace, and I think they probably saw my innocence and probably realized that they could get a good deal. But again, I went with it, and they were like, can we sign this 12-month contract with you? And I was like, of course, yes. And I had a really, really great group of girls that we had been dancing together already for years, and we were in the cabaret show over at Harrah's, and we did that. So yeah, long-winded answer. I don't count the little shows leading up to the big residency show that I got as like my first show.
And where was it?
Which one?
The residency.
The residency, it was at Harrah's, Reno.
Harrah.
Yeah, which is now gone. But it was in Sammy's showroom, which for me is just, it was magical. It had like, I mean, they never touched his dressing room downstairs from like the late 60s. And it just had
Who, Bob or Sammy?
Sammy.
Who is Sammy?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Okay,
Yes.
my mom danced for him on Midnight Special in Burbank.
I don't even know what that is, but bless
Midnight
her.
Special is a TV show
Okay.
with Wolfman Jack. He was the announcer.
Okay.
And he would have people like Dolly Parton or like Whitney Houston. Like they would come to perform and the dancers would dance.
Okay.
Which is like,
So
I don't
fun.
even know. We don't have TV shows or like shows like that.
No.
Well, I guess the MTV Music Video Awards.
We had the Fly Girls from In Living Color.
Yeah. Well, I guess backup dancers are that now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what backup dancers are. Okay, so that's incredible. Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that stage was just
Iconic.
magical. The room was magical, and I just like it was a second home to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, if I could just get this room on lockdown, like that would be my dream.
Wow. Do you have video? Hi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll insert a little clip right here.
So that show ended up being my husband and I. We literally took a year of going to Starbucks every morning and just kind of like writing things that we thought we wanted to incorporate into this kind of like new era of shows, because it needed it.
So he helped you.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah, yeah, he helped a lot.
Being a team, having a team is so important, but it's so beautiful when it's your significant other.
Yeah.
It's been a dream for me too.
Yeah, it's awesome. My husband's a musician too.
Oh,
We'll have to
cool.
Chat about that later.
Yes.
But yeah, so we wrote The Biggest Little Sideshow.
Cool.
And I was really, really inspired by Absinthe at Las Vegas, or in Las Vegas, the original cast. I just thought it was such a brilliant show. I loved it. I loved the new but old vibe that they were bringing. So that was a lot of inspiration for me. And we got a 4-month run, and then they extended it for another 2 months, and then we ended up winning Best Casino Show of the Year. So that was huge.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And it was a great cast. I met a lot of really amazing, talented people on that cast.
So do they have award shows?
So it was like it's not an award show. It's basically a voting system throughout
Okay.
Northern Nevada, and you could vote. So, I mean, let's be real. We were all like, vote, 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 vote.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, well, I nominate Britney to run the brand new award show for the best shows in Nevada.
Yeah.
That would be
We
fun.
need more shows in Nevada, period.
Have you seen the showcase room in Jay's Resort or whatever?
Not the showcase one.
Okay,
No.
it's like the celebrity showcase room.
Is it new?
I was like, our manager sent us here to get the dimensions of the stage.
Okay.
And they let us in. And so I got video of the whole stage and the back, the dressing rooms, which had like,
So this is new.
I guess.
I don't
Like there were like 50-pound headpieces in the dressing room.
At Jay
right?
Resort?
Oh, the Nugget. Oh, the Nugget.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Oh, okay, I'm like, say what?
The Nugget.
Yes, so Kevin and Crusoe's magic show.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Have you guys performed there?
I have not, but I actually was in their show.
Oh, cool.
I did their show at El Dorado, and then the last time I ever performed on stage was in their show in Canada.
Nice.
So, but yeah, their headpieces are wild and amazing.
And that theater's so cool.
I know.
I love it.
I know. Have they gotten new sound equipment though?
I don't know.
Okay.
We just were brand new, and this was before we moved here. We were here for like a couple weeks, and I was like, let's just go look at all the biggest venues.
Okay.
And just
Have you gone? You got to go to Tahoe. Did you go to Tahoe?
No, but we know a magician out there that has a residency at Whitney Peak or whatever, or I don't know.
Whitney Peaks in Reno.
Oh, you guys, I don't know yet. Give me a break. He has a residency.
Harvey's. Well, it's now Caesar's.
Yes.
Alex Ramon.
Yes.
There you go.
Alex.
Ding, ding,
Yeah, because he did our first batch of MORTEZ shirts. He like owns a print shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I asked him a couple questions, and you never got back to me, but it's fine. Yeah. So okay, cool. So the biggest little sideshow.
Biggest little sideshow. Yep.
And how long did it run?
We ended up totaling 6 months.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and we ran 4 days a week plus some extra ones sprinkled in here and there.
Okay, cool.
So, and I had enough in the budget to where I could bring in performers from out of the area. So we
Cool.
added a sword swallow into our show,
Oh.
a fire eating contortionist, and then I got lucky with this amazing, brilliant singer dancer from the UK, and it was a really, really fun show.
Oh my
It was a fun
God.
show.
I love it.
Different day and age, man.
Why? When was it?
Oh, it's just like, casinos would pay you to be there, and you didn't have to worry about tickets and overhead and all that. I was like, I know that I'm going to pick up the check every week and I can cut it for everybody and everything's going to be fine. And
Damn.
yeah,
And now it's not like that.
now it's so pay to play.
Well, that's LA. Definitely. Okay, so after this show, what happened? When did you become a mom?
After Canada.
Canada.
Yeah,
Wait.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the show with the Nugget.
Okay.
I was doing that show up in Canada. And
Oh.
I came home, I think like in January, and got pregnant that May. So yeah. Yeah. But we were trying. We had already started trying that summer. So it was definitely on the way.
Mm-hmm.
But
And so okay, same. I asked Sarah too. Well, she's still a brand new mom, so it's different. You guys are in different places of life. But how do you balance motherhood and showbiz? The craziness of being a dancer and running BLV.
so right now, with my daughter being the age that she is, I'm finding that I have to probably censor things a little bit more because there is a lot of not age appropriate stuff that we either do or, if she's in a rehearsal, you have to be a little bit more aware of like, oh, maybe you don't take your top off right there. I don't know. It's just different. But balancing when you're a new mom, that's tough. That's real tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet. How old is she now?
She's 9.
Does she want to dance?
She does dance.
She dances.
She dances and she plays piano and is amazing on the piano.
Yes. Piano.
She dances, but I always remind her, she just loves to perform. That's more her thing. So I'm always like, hey, you don't have to do this. I don't want her to ever feel like I'm pushing her to do it, but she has friends that dance. Her dance studio is just so incredibly loving and soft and welcoming, and they're not in it for competition. They don't, it's kind of a necessary evil for them. But they're really all about like raising well-rounded children that, make little goals along the way and learn how to meet those goals. So yeah, we'll see.
What studio?
She's at Loft Dance Theater Arts,
Cool.
south of town. Yeah.
Shout out to Loft.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I think less pressure is always better for the young girls.
Yeah. I mean, she's 9. And even right now, I was actually just talking to my girlfriend about this. She's dancing 10 hours a week because she wants to. But I was dancing maybe 3 hours a week when I was her age. So I don't know. In my class, the dance class that I teach a couple weeks ago with the senior team, I did kind of have like a sit down of like, we're just going to talk about our goals as a team. What are your individual goals? What are your goals as a team? And these girls range anywhere, I think, from 6th grade to a junior in high school. So it's a pretty big range. But they all said how stressed they are. And to me, that was heartbreaking because I'm like, you should not be stressed as a 6th, 7th grader. Like, and it wasn't stress of like, oh, so-and-so didn't ask me out, or it wasn't social issues. It was they're feeling overwhelmed with everything that's on their plate, like the high level of multitasking that we're expected to do as a culture.
Yeah.
I feel like it's trickled down to the kids now. And I don't know, I look at things so differently now being a mom. I'm like, girl, you should not be stressed. Like, you're here at dance. Let's just breathe and have fun and make up a combination. It's all good.
I think, yes, anxiety is definitely so running rampant, like in any age group. And I feel like social media definitely like
Oh, 100%.
triggers, especially for girls, because we are looking at the pop culture icons and it's a lot to compare yourself to. Number one. And then number 2, it is even though America in general has changed to like more of the mental health side of things, it still is like hustle hard, work hard. You can achieve anything you want. But in order to achieve it, it's like, you know.
And the cost of living now is ridiculous.
That too.
I was talking to my girlfriend how I'm just like, we are not operating from a wholesome, kind place as a culture, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
No. Period. Yeah.
I mean, nobody has just one job anymore. I feel like everybody, like you said, they're hustling right and left, and it's to just get by. And I don't think it should be that way.
Yeah, that was another thing I would ask women when I started this podcast is how are you paying rent?
Yeah.
Because if you're a singer, it's just a joke. It's insane. And then if you have a podcast too, like, because a lot of the comedians and actors have podcasts as well. That's what I was going to ask you back then. I will bring this up again.
Okay.
Is like getting your podcast sponsored, and like how do you get funding for any project? Like getting funding is a big one.
Well, and now you're asking an artist to be a salesperson on
Right.
top of that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you have to be everything.
we don't like to do that.
That's what I was going to ask you is in Los Angeles now, instead of being a backup dancer or an actor auditioning for other people's shows, a lot of people are taking that power into their own hands and saying, this is who I am as an artist, and I'm going to zone in on creating this character and shoot my own scenes as an actor. Or like if you're a musician, you create your own label and, you know, do it yourself. Like the reason why I started the podcast was to build community for my own soul, but also because I was like, I just want to take my power back because I feel like I'm, you know, like swimming in the music industry rigmarole and couldn't get a grip on who I was as a person anymore. So do you think as a dancer, it was kind of like you felt the same way? Like instead of being a dancer who just auditioned and was kind of like, in a show,
Right.
you kind of like switched and wanted to create your own.
Partially, yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember specifically being in tech for a show and thinking, I can do this. Like I could do this better and be a hell of a lot nicer to these people. But I don't know if it felt like I needed to make a name for myself or like put my stamp on something. I think it was always knowing I'm not going to be able to dance forever, and watching everybody and being like, I'm pretty sure I can do this as long as I am humble and reaching out to the people that I need to reach out to and give them credit as well. And
Yeah. I think it's so important for artists to realize that the people at the top, like running everything, we don't need to bow down to that so much. I think so many artists, I think, just don't realize that they can actually create their own thing.
Well, because the top uses it like as a fear tactic and
Absolutely.
hangs it over your head.
Yeah. I think Ananda was talking about the way she trains her kids to be so well-rounded and to pay attention to the venue and the people running, you know, the workers and the camera. And she wants the dancers to know every single part. Because she's like, I don't want them to just go into a ballet company thinking that they're going to be the star, because you can do that. But she's like, I want my kids to be so aware of their surroundings and how a show is put together and how it works. So I think
that's so huge.
It is.
Good job, girl. I'm so glad you're doing that. Thank you. Because
there's
somebody out there that's mopping that stage every night, and you need to say thank you.
Yeah, like growing up, my mom had 3 dance studios and I knew how it all worked, but I think I always thought to myself, I don't know how my mom's doing this, because it seemed like impossible. Like to have a huge staff and to have organization with over 2,000 students, like the paperwork and how do you deal with the overwhelm of,
How do I deal with it?
yeah.
Oh, it's so many sleepless nights. So many sleepless nights. Yeah, because you just don't want to let people down. You don't want to mess up. For a long time, a really long time, I don't know if I say that I felt like a fake, but like I said earlier, like I was saying yes and just kind of figuring it out as I went along. So there was that anxiety of like, oh, I'm going to be found out, like, or I'm doing something wrong and I don't know that I'm doing something wrong. I'm definitely a people pleaser. I think that there's the dancer part of me that's like that.
You just do it.
You just got to get it done. I mean, you have people waiting for, there's deadlines and you have to, I'm still held accountable to my clients and their expectations and what they want. And I still have dancers and talent to pay on a regular basis. And you just got to get it done.
Yeah.
I think also having a family, like I can't let them down, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So advice. What are rituals you do to relax or get back to calmness?
Okay. I'm pretty private, so I stay to myself and I really, really try to be true to myself and not let the outside chatter in. And I've realized for myself, because I do suffer from panic attacks, I've realized in order to not constantly be in survival mode, I really can't think that far ahead. I kind of just have to put one foot in front of the other and trust that my body, my brain, my heart, we're all going to get me through this. We all know what's going on. And to really listen to those inner cues, whether it be a racing heart or a twinge in a stomach or a sweaty armpit of being like, this could be my body saying, maybe this isn't the right place for you. And then having to be okay with that and say, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have any like said rituals other than schedule. I have to have a schedule to have peace of mind.
Have you ever tried anything like somatic exercises like tapping or like breath work?
I do.
Okay.
I do have pressure point.
Here, I'll hold your coffee.
This one right here.
Yes, you guys.
That's a good one for me. Like I'll give myself like, I'll make little thumbnail decorations. Tapping didn't work for me that much. And then my daughter also suffers from panic attacks. Thanks, genetics. So we're really like, we do a lot of the five senses. Like if I see one coming on, I know to like be like, okay, right now, name me 5 things that you see that are green.
Yes.
What do you think they would feel like? Do they have a smell? To just kind of bring yourself back to the present moment. Those have been probably like my biggest tidbits of advice.
Yeah. One that all the somatic stuff, tapping, all of that, grabbing of the wrist really tight and then releasing. But sometimes I'll say to myself, you know what? It's going to be over in the blink of an eye. It's going to be over so quick. And then you can go back home and relax.
Yeah.
Like,
I tell myself this time next week, you're not going to feel the same way.
period. That has helped me so much.
Yeah.
Especially before a show or a photo shoot or whatever, because as a woman, like before a photo shoot or a music video, I'm a wreck because I just have spent years hating how I look in front of the camera, and it just makes my whole nervous system.
So don't look at the camera then.
Well, no, I mean, I've learned how to be a performer in front of a camera, you know, and how I want to look as a singer. Like being a singer, it's different because you're moving your mouth and you're trying to look elegant and attractive. And it's like, you have to learn. But, and then now with Brett, I think it's just years of knowing myself now and being more confident as an artist. Confidence. Oh my God.
Yes.
But with Brett, it's just like we're living, and the energy that we put into whatever we're doing is going to emit out onto everyone else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Oh, I love that you said that because that's true. And
Yeah.
that's, as from an audience perspective, that's what we want to see.
Yes.
We want, it's like a little peek into your, like, I feel like it's a privilege for an audience member to see a performer be authentic on stage.
Yes. Absolutely.
So I'm glad you shared that. That
Yes.
makes me happy.
It's like a magical little spell. Whenever we're doing anything artistic, think about the way that you feel inside is going to be the DNA of whatever you're creating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh
That's a
God, I
good
better
one.
fix this immediately because
Or
in the
not.
past,
Or not.
no, like in the past, when I walk onto set feeling like, oh my God, I hate this, I hate that, I look like this, da da da. I didn't realize that was the energy I was putting into the project.
Yeah.
Which is why it probably didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So yeah, I'm seeing a big change in my life, and it took me until now to realize that when you just let go
Yeah.
and let the universe,
Totally.
it's so much more beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's kind of where it comes back to the whole, like, don't get too far ahead of everything. Like, just
Yeah.
put one foot in front of the other and
Yeah.
trust that you're going to get through it one way or another. It might get messy, it might get scary, but at the end, you're going to get to the other side of it.
Yeah. Do you have proud moments where you're like, wow, I'm so proud of my dancers?
Oh my gosh. I am so eternally grateful for those girls, man. Like, they have helped me, and men, excuse me. I call everybody girls. Like, I'll do that to my husband, and I'll do it to his friends, and he's like, babe, don't do that. Because I'm like, girl, what are you talking about?
Right.
He's like, that's a man. I'm like, okay, but whatever.
Same.
But so eternally grateful for them, especially the ones that have worked for me for years and know my style and know just what my expectations are. And I have gotten to a point where I'm okay leaning on them and just being like, whew. I mean, I think it was, I had my surgery for my injury on a Tuesday and we opened a show that Saturday. So I was literally, I definitely don't remember Wednesday, Thursday in rehearsal. I was there. I don't remember it, but they're physically like lifting me from a couch into a wheelchair and wheeling me everywhere and picking up costumes. And same with my husband. He was doing it all and being the mom, being the dad. It was a lot. So.
Okay, really quickly, because I don't know how long we've been here, but do you know what time it is?
2:08. We good, girl.
Okay. I read a post about your experience with the injury and how blown away you are with the amount of support that you received.
Oh, yeah.
But can you talk about this? Because I think for any performer or artist, we do get injured or life happens and we do have to take breaks from what we love. Mm-hmm. And it can be devastating. Mm-hmm. It's life-changing. What was your experience like? How did it happen? What was the experience like? And then what advice do you have for people that are going through this right now?
The way that it happened is quite funny. Everybody reads the post and they think like, oh my gosh, car accident or something. Long story short, it was a really, really snowy year that year. Like the snowplows were not coming to our neighborhood and it was relentless. And we have a gigantic St. Pyrenees dog. So he's half St. Bernard, half Great Pyrenees. And my daughter and we went out for a walk. And you could walk in the tracks that the tires had made. So I chose to just wear my regular running shoes because I knew like we're just going to stay in the tracks. Didn't bring my phone. We passed this house on the corner that there's a dog that notoriously barks there all the time. And my dog went running for him straight forward. And I just had to like bear down and literally like ski in my New Balances.
Oh my God.
So we went past the house and there's two dogs. The other dog started barking behind us at the other side of the fence. And my dog did a 180 and started running back up the hill. And we think that my foot must have like caught on something. So as he did the 180, he literally whipped me around and my leg literally went like this. So I broke my tibia, fibula, and talus, whatever the ankle bone is called.
Oh my
And I forgot my phone.
God.
So I'm screaming and crying in pain, and our houses are really far apart, so nobody was coming out. And my daughter at the time was in 2nd grade, and she's screaming and crying, and I'm like, you have to go get Dad. Like, go get Dad. So she had to run home. I remember seeing her little ponytail bouncing away as she was running, and I'm like, tell him to bring the car.
Oh my God.
So she gets home. I forgot to give her the keys to the house. My husband had his headphones on because he was playing music.
Stop
and
it.
She's like banging, answer, answer, answer. Finally, he answers, and she's like, Mom broke her leg. And he's like, what? What do you mean? He thought she was kidding. Because you wouldn't think, like, you literally just left the house 5 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. He got me in the car. And rushed me to the hospital. And our daughter, she's so wise as we're driving to the hospital. She's like, do you think you can drop me off at so-and-so's house? Because I think this is going to be a lot for me to handle. And I want you to be able to focus on Mom. And in my head, I'm like, you sweet little angel girl. Like, you know that this is scary for you. And you're brave enough to speak up and say, this is too much. Can you? And also just like presenting it in such a way of like, I know you're going to need, or Mom's going to need your attention.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we went and did the MRI and the x-rays, and sure enough, it was essentially like the worst lower leg break you could have. It's called like a trimalleolar fracture or something.
Oh my God.
So like, yep, surgery's the only option. I had never had surgery. I had never been under anesthesia of any sort. So this was just really, really scary. But 7 screws and a plate later, here I am. But yeah, it was.
Oh my God. Moment of silence. Like,
But you think like being a dancer, it's like, oh, it must have happened at work or an accident. Like, no, I was a dumbass that didn't put my snow boots on to take the dog for a walk. But then I also personally dealt with like the self-ridicule of what kind of shape am I in? What have I done to my body for years of dancing that allowed me to break my leg in such a horrific way by walking the dog. So public service announcement here, keep those ankles strong, because my bones they had taken a toll for years and years and years of dancing in heels.
Do you recommend that dancers take glucosamine and calcium and all of that?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
If you're not in a sunny area, which I mean, from what I understand, none of us are really getting the amount of vitamin D that we should be getting naturally. Take your damn vitamin D.
Yeah. Well, and stay out of the sun.
And stay out
For
of
your
the sun.
skin,
Yeah, there's that too.
But yeah, vitamin D. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, I was on the Depo-Provera shot forever.
Okay.
Which is birth control, everybody, and it causes osteoporosis. So I've always been terrified of something like that happening.
So, and you might want to reach out to this other girl. I think they have done studies, women that like in their early adult life that carry low percentage body fat, they're more prone to perimenopause at an early age, osteoporosis, all of those sorts of things.
Yep.
And then you would think like, oh, well, I've been so active my entire life, I should be in good shape. But the wear and tear that my ankles took from night after night after night of doing repetitive movements, probably not in a safe, constructive way. I was just doing it to get through a show, and it hurt, and you've got an injury and you just keep dancing over it because that's just what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that came into play of like, oh my gosh, how are people looking at me of like, well, gosh, like, how did she let this happen?
Never.
But
I'm sure nobody thought that. Like, literally. But yeah, that is such a great thing to say to people who are injured right now. Like, I was even listening to a podcast the other day. She's 24. She's a gymnast. And she's like, I've been injured my whole life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she's like, you're going to cry. You're going to feel depressed. She's like, number one, don't order cookie crumbles or crumble cookies.
Why?
Because you're sad and You think you deserve? I know.
Screw that. Order the cookie
She's
crumbles.
like, eat the
vegan
food
ones, though.
that's gonna nourish your body to help that injury.
Yes,
But
yes,
I mean,
yes.
every once in a while, you guys eat a cookie, whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? We go to IHOP. I get the protein pancakes.
There you go.
Shout out to the dance mom that works at IHOP. We love you.
Ooh.
Yeah. But the mental. So did you have a therapist? Like, how did you get through that? Was it just your husband?
No. Well, luckily my best friend is an actual PT.
Oh.
So she was literally, I think I got out of surgery at 10 a.m. We were probably home by 10:30. She was at my house by 11 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. So PT
Amazing.
started that day, albeit I was bedridden for 8 weeks. Like I could not move. Going to the bathroom was the only thing I did, and I would take a bath.
That's another thing this chick was saying is if the doctor tells you 6 weeks, it's 12. Like always double it.
Yeah.
Because the body has to rest and heal.
And I think being a dancer, you have such hyper body awareness that I felt everything. Like I would explain to them about like my blood circulation down there. That was excruciating as the tissues and ligaments were healing. It would be just this horrible, horrific throbbing of the blood. And my doctor would look at me as like, walk it off, get over it. I'm like, dude, I cannot get over it. Like it would drop me to my knees. Like there would be times that I would just, because I would be antsy and I'd use the crutches to get to the kitchen and I'd be like, oh, maybe I can wipe down a counter, and I would literally fall because of the pain of the blood just learning how to reroute itself back there.
Oh my God. So what did your friend do for that? Did she give you exercises for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's the other thing. If you get injured, you have to be diligent about your exercises. Like nobody can make you do it. Seeing your PT once or twice a week it's helpful, but I mean, my livelihood was on the line. So I knew I have to get better. I have to do this. Plus I have a child that I want to be able to be active with. And I think going into the surgery, the whole team understood that we weren't looking at somebody that was just going to be going back to, walking or playing golf. Like the range of motion and what was required from being a dancer was a little bit more. So we had to have the conversation of like, maybe don't screw the screws as tight as you normally would, or,
Shit.
Yeah.
Like just the thought of having metal in your body.
Yeah.
So how is it? Like, do you feel normal now?
No.
Okay.
I don't feel normal. I don't think I'll ever get normal, but I know that I'm not going to hurt it. Like I can jump, I can turn. I remember like the idea of doing a pirouette even a year post-surgery felt like it just wasn't ever going to happen. I was like, I could do a chaîné turn, but...
I feel like a pirouette is not going to happen. Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
It's not the same, but I'm okay with it because I know I'm not going to be back on stage doing what I was doing before. And then just last October, I broke the other foot and it was just a hairline fracture. So it wasn't a big deal. But, I just know now, like, I don't have the liberty of doing the things that I could before. I can't just jump on a cement floor. I can't take a class and go full out balls to the wall because I have to be mindful of what my body is capable and not capable of doing. And things operate differently, especially after children too. Like your joints change and
I mean, I watched the Cowboys doc and I was like, I'm good. Like, y'all go ahead.
Right. Yeah.
You guys do it for us, honey.
Yeah.
Like, also, can we ban the kick line and the jump split? No one needs it. Nobody cares.
It's pretty. I mean, they do a real good job at it, but the knees and the hips and the
We don't need
hyperextension
it.
of everything.
If you're a 20-year-old contortionist, like, sure, I'll watch that all day long because you're usually born that way, and they're fine until whatever age. But
yeah, I do feel like it does make me a little bit sad because they're doing it for the oohs and ahs and bells and whistles, not realizing what is the long-term effect on these little girls.
And we know what the long-term effect is.
They're going to pay for it.
I mean, how many of them have had hip surgery?
In their 20s.
And they're going to the alumni reunions in crutches.
I know. It's like a badge of honor, probably.
It's insane. And so I'm severely injured too. Like my neck is since 2012.
C3, 4, and 5 for me.
Same. So weird. So weird. But we did a show and rehearsals in the garage and I'm like head banging in a t-shirt with my hair down, like having a great time.
Yeah.
And the day of the show, I'm like, I can't even move my head to the right at all. And then after the show, I was taped up for like a week. And it's like,
I do it brushing my teeth now. I'll go to gurgle and I'm like, oh, fuck.
right. Yes. And so it's like, I wish I could dance full out the way I used to too, but I'm just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah. But
And
are
we
you okay
still
with
get
that?
I am because I lost my mom in 2009. You know what I mean? And it took me that long to process all of the dance stuff, my mother and the dance stuff and all of that. You know what I mean? It took years.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm calm, I'm at peace. And I think now it's just about living life and like doing it safely.
Yeah.
And like the way that I'm happy now internally, I've never felt this way. Like I really feel like, and I've had multiple like mediums or psychic people be like, the second half of your life is when you like receive. The first half is loss, like just, you know, all of the worst things that could happen to a person happened to me. And I'm grateful for it because women like us can't preach unless we've been through it, you know?
Agreed.
So I feel blessed to be able to sit down with almost anybody and be like, I hear you, I see you.
Yeah.
You know, with BLV, what can we look forward to? What's coming up?
Oh my gosh. Halloween and New Year's is coming up, which is just like, it's
Our
busy
favorite.
season. It's busy season. Do you guys go big for Halloween? Our house is over.
Okay, so
I know. I can tell by.
I don't know who runs the Opera House in Virginia City. Pipers. We want to run it out and have a huge and like film our first official live like
They do weddings there. There's
production.
gotta be.
I know, but Leah won't pick up the phone. We've been
Leah?
calling and calling and calling. Yeah.
Leah.
Girl. So Melissa's like, I'm going to drive over there.
Yeah, do it. You're close by.
But we want the haunted Lady Gaga production of the century. Have you seen Lady Gaga's
No, but one of my friends just saw her show.
oh my God. Moment of silence.
I need to.
Moment of silence. The VMAs. Is that what she told?
No.
She told you about this though?
I saw a little snippet on her Instagram.
Brett and I looked at each other and we're like, if we could just tell an investor this is what we want, that's what we would do.
Okay, now I have to go watch it.
It's insane. She is. Whoever said she was copying Madonna, no.
I don't get that. I truly don't feel like she is. And I so respect the way that she literally dives in to everything with her heart and soul. Be it singing, be it acting, performing. Like the girl is fully committed all the time.
And Paris Gobel, the choreographer. Shit, dude. Paris.
Buddy.
I don't even know how Paris got to this level, but it's just, I have never seen choreography like Paris.
This is last night. It was on?
Well, Paris choreographed the Rihanna halftime show,
Okay.
which was like the most iconic shit ever. And then she choreographed Abracadabra music video.
Okay.
Which shout out to Brian Friedman. We love you. He was in the video.
Okay.
And he's like however old.
I know.
And
I
he's
was like oh.
He was bragging about the fact that he was still hired as a dancer. But Paris choreographed that, and then she is now choreographing the Gaga tour. So.
Wow.
But her choreography is insane. It's
like technical wise or style?
No. It's her own thing. I've never seen it before.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Gaga like walking like an old lady, like in the walker.
Paparazzi stuff?
No, not paparazzi. Like for Abracadabra, she has like a cane and she's like kind of walking like an old lady. I mean, that's fine, whatever, that's Gaga. But it's just the way the dancers are like a vertebrae and they like connect and move I don't know. It's like geometry and creepy.
Okay.
It's insane.
I need to watch it.
It's crazy. Okay, so Halloween, what's happening? Is it something that we can see?
I mean, yes and no, some of it. I have a lot of, I guess you would say private clients that that host like one of our clients, they own the Jackson Ranchera Casino. So they're all a Native American tribe and they have these wonderful over the top parties, be it birthdays, Halloween. They like to go big for Halloween. So that's one that we always look forward to every year. I think we'll be doing like a thriller type style dance at the Row downtown October 25th.
Cool.
And then we just got hired for, I'm not big on gambling, but I guess he's a big influencer, Vegas Matt, for his birthday party. He's doing all Vegas style. So we're doing like authentic Vegas style showgirl stuff and we'll have some aerialists. So I think honestly, off the top of my head, other than the go-go nightlife stuff, which you can see us every weekend doing that, but the Row might be the only one that would be visible.
Okay.
Just for people to see.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. But in the meantime, you guys can see snippets of the gorgeousness of it all because you post some stuff.
Yeah, I repost.
Okay. You repost. We need to start a Britney fan page and just like post all the highlight reels.
I'm horrible at like it's repost. Let's be real.
But good for you because it's like you're just continuing to book, and you're not really like having to utilize the social media aspect as much.
No, and again, I am so incredibly, eternally grateful for that because I think it's truly been word of mouth. I haven't been going out and doing sales pitches, and now I'm at a point where I'm comfortable enough to say like it's word of mouth, and it's also my work ethic and what I deliver and how I treat performers and how I cooperate with clients. But yeah, I mean, I'm just, I don't understand the savviness of the making the videos and editing and the reels and all of that stuff.
Oh my God,
like,
it's a grind.
Yeah,
it's a grind. We're a brand new band and it's our algorithm is like, here's why the music industry is dying. Here's why streaming is $1 billion business, but you're getting nothing. It's like, oh, how fun.
No.
But you know what?
But your stuff is beautiful, honestly. Everything that you're putting out is impressive. It's so good.
The final message for me before we pull a tarot card is the industry, like you cannot zone in on statistics and facts, you guys.
Oh.
Like
Wah.
Gaga was like, I wanted Arthur Fogel. He like runs Live Nation. She's like, I wanted him to notice me, so I continued to do a show that I created myself and would have his people tell him to look at me, look at me. And ended up with $40 million for her first world tour because he was like, fine, I see you, I get it, you're amazing, let's do this. It's manifesting what you truly want. It's visualizing, get a vision board, but you have to believe it 1,000,000,000%. Like you can't have any doubt.
Yeah, you can't even really, you just got to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah. And because I'm so excited and joyful and I believe so hardcore in what we're doing that I know it's just beautiful to see the doors open just out of belief.
Yeah.
And like BLV, believe. Hello. Okay, so to end the episode, Christina Ricci, we love you.
Love her.
Have you seen Wednesday?
Yes. We haven't started 2 yet.
Okay.
We're rewatching 1. But then we got sidebarred watching all the Harry Potters because I have a client that's doing Harry Potter theme. I'm like, I need to research this. But Christina Ricci, she's awesome. She's really
brilliant actress. She has a new tarot deck. I'm going to get it right now. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these cards and see what the guides have to say to Britney today. And if you pull a card that someone else has already pulled, just throw it on the ground. I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm like, how do I know?
So this is Cat Full of Spinitas, Christina Ricci's tarot deck, and
I can look at it, or I'm
no, just pull from like anywhere. Okay, Brittany's gonna pull a card, guys. Let's see what she pulls.
No, I feel
No one has gotten that card yet. Check it out.
The High Priestess.
Woo! That's basically Britney, so I'm not surprised. Okay, and then I'll find it for you, and you're gonna read it to the people. Okay, so High Priestess is a major arcana card. There's major and minor in tarot.
The enigmatic High Priestess invites you to transcend the confines of your corporeal form. What does that mean?
Wait,
No.
corporeal. The confines of your corporeal form.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's Christina.
Christina. Your intuition is strong. Okay.
Woo.
And has all the answers you've been looking for. I can get behind that. Meditate on your burning questions. Is there hope for the oppressed citizens of the city of Neon? So she wants me to ask if there's hope for them? We don't know.
I think you have to trust your intuition to give your dancers hope that everything's going to be great.
That's heavy.
Okay, read the reverse. Let's see what the reverse says.
Wait. I have to get past the tyrannical tiger too.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we're not
And
done.
I have to break the cat witch's curse.
Oh, good.
Allow the quiet, mystical voice within to guide you.
Okay.
Okay. Reversed. Reverse. Mm-hmm. You're out of alignment with your inner guide.
You didn't grab it in reverse, though. This is just if you happen to pull a card in a tarot reading and it's reversed, it just means you need extra guidance. That's all.
And this disconnect has left you feeling lost. To get back in touch with your intuition, quiet both your environment and your mind. Sit with yourself until you can hear your inner voice whisper. Your gut feelings are ready to guide you. You just need to train yourself to listen to them.
I mean,
Okay, that's good advice.
Yes, you are the high priestess, Britney. Like, you trust your intuition, you know the answer, and I think this is just reassurance from your guides that you already know.
Thanks, Christina.
Amen. Woo! Okay, you guys, we love you so much. Please follow BLV Productions, follow Britney, take a dance class from Britney. When are you teaching next?
I'm teaching tonight, but it's just juniors. I teach the advanced senior musical theater and heels class every Tuesday, 7:30 at Dance Unlimited.
And what does that entail? How hard is it? Is it hard?
It's not hard. I mean, I'm a stickler for clean technique because I'm trying to teach these kids. I'm not going to a convention 5 times a year like they are, but I can teach them from the experience of like, this is what I look for. This is what people are looking for. This is what you're going to be expected to do. Mm-hmm. So I kind of teach on just making sure their fundamentals are really strong and polished and clean. And then just adding in a little bit of my style and my choreography, because I know as these kids get older, they could end up working for me as like their first stepping stone. And I have like I would say I have like a pretty feminine style that has like some milky moo stuff into it, and it's just probably not current on what everybody wants to do now. So I'm like, but if you want to get paid,
Right.
then you got to be a little bit more.
Same with the
Diverse.
cowboys, because they all come from competition where it's all contemporary and tricks.
Yeah.
So children.
You're not going to be chances are you're not going to be getting paid for your contemporary and tricks, honestly.
I know. It's just so interesting to me. Like, what are we training the kids for? What is competition training the kids for?
I feel like a lot of it's ego. Honestly, I feel like a lot of it's ego from studios and teachers and saying, look at what I'm creating and doing, and I'm molding the best dancers. They have the most tricks.
And then Gaga's walking with a cane, y'all. So... like, study Paris's choreography, study Britney's choreography. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you ever give them a chair, or is it just...
Oh, yeah. Chairs, hats, canes.
Yes. I love it. Okay, well, maybe one day I'll take a class from you.
You should.
Okay.
I can text you and be like, hey, I'm doing like October, I'll do all Halloween. Because our house specifically, like day after Labor Day, we start Halloween decorations. So we're really, really big on that. Or I'll be like, hey, I'm doing a really fun, cutesy Broadway vibed Christmas number or something. I don't know. I'll just let you know.
Okay. You guys, I am recording myself saying that I'm going to take class from Britney. Also, do you know where to get Marley? Because I want the garage to be covered with Marley at least.
I can ask the loft because they just remarlied their floors.
Okay.
I'll ask them.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You guys, we love you so much. Do something today that makes you happy. Give yourself a hug. Light a candle. We just had the full moon, blood moon. So it's time to let it all go, baby. And have a beautiful day. See you later.